Hello, Flak Pack. It's Sunday night. You know what that means. The newest video has been uploaded to the Flak Pack YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the channel, and give us feedback on the video and let us know what you think of it. Today we're going to be talking about the cleaning and maintenance kits that come with the Flak 38. This is the E-Caston, complete with its internal packing list. It has tools associated with cleaning the Flak 38 2cm anti-aircraft guns. We'll start out with the little tin box inside here. They're very hard to find and very hard to find in this condition. You can see there's a bore brush completely made out of probably synthetic bristle. This is for cleaning the chamber. These are both pull-through types. They can't be attached to a solid rod. The middle, probably 30-40 centimeters here, excuse me, 30-40 millimeters here, is actual bronze bristle. And this is the pull-through that you would attach that. The weighted in here drop through the barrel, and you can see it's knurled, so you can get a grip on it no matter how dirty and greasy your hands are. And then you would use this to pull whichever brush you had attached through the bore of the barrel to be cleaned. This brush is for just spreading large amounts of oil around. You flip open the top of the gun with the bolt all the way in battery in the barrel. Wet down the whole inside of the receiver with a generous portion of oil using one of these. And then close the receiver and you are ready to go. Now, as you can see in this kit, there are two of the pull-throughs. Here you can see the swab pull-through mounted on the rigid cleaning rod. That's contained in the spare barrel case. Two of the oil bristles because it's intended for a flak veerling, so they're going to need more than one at one time. And these are called mops. There's a couple different names that they go by. This would be soaked in solvent and kept in the box, so at any time you could pull it out and have either solvent or oil available to you in large quantities without having to spray it or drip it. This is the screwdriver. You can see this one's never been used. It's marked number 2. And then these are oil cans, often referred to as banjo oilers in the US because of their shape being similar to that of a banjo. Again, because it's a 4-gun mount, there's 2 of everything. So you can be cleaning or working on 2 guns at the same time. This is a heavy-duty cleaning rag. I don't believe this one has ever been used. Another flat screwdriver with absolutely no wear on the tip. This is the 0.6 millimeter tip. This is a broken shell extractor. If you have a 20 millimeter shell that's separated, leaving the front half with a shoulder on it in the chamber, you can run this through, tighten it down and screw it together, and it will force these serrated arms out inside the broken shell case, and then you're able to tap it or grab it with a broken shell extractor, and pull it out. Another little T-wrench necessary to work on the Flak 38. Now, moving on to the S-Caston. This one has for want of a better word, specialized tools just for working on the Flak 38. One of my favorite pieces that came with these tools was this pair of towels. I don't know if you can see it, but woven right into the stripe right here, it has the German word Heer, which means army. I've seen a blue one that said Luftwaffe in it. Interesting thing about the word here, you'll hear people try to differentiate uniforms by saying it was a Wehrmacht uniform, not an SS uniform. Well, Wehrmacht means armed forces, and the Waffen-SS were part of the armed forces, as was the Kriegsmarine, or Navy, Luftwaffe, Air Force, or Heer, Army. Were all made up the Wehrmacht. This is a tool for actually polishing up the chamber to get better extractions. Now, when you're cleaning any weapon, the last thing you want to do is damage the lip of the muzzle. So these two pieces, again, two because they're intended for a 4-gun mount, and you can be cleaning two of them at the same time. These pieces actually, you remove the muzzle brake, screw this piece on, and all it does, it gives you a way to access and clean the gun without wearing or damaging the bore at the muzzle of the gun. So these are nice, beautifully made, knurled. I don't think they've ever been screwed onto a gun until I owned them. And this is actually a compressed felt swab. Soak it in solvent, get into the chamber of the gun, and give it a good solid cleaning. See, it's a spring handle, so it's easy to get it going. And hopefully that'll get all of the powder residue out of your chamber. Pair of side cutter pliers. Even bigger pair of side cutter pliers. There's no markings on any of these, except possibly a little Waffenamt right there, but it's very hard to tell. And then this is for checking the temperature of the barrel while firing it. You can see it's Waffenamt inside, but has post-war markings on the outside of the case. And this wrench is very clearly marked 2-centimeter Canona Octendreizig 38, Canon 38. The loop end of the wrench grabs onto the receiver and can unscrew it into two pieces. This is for removing the barrel if you can't remove it by hand. You can see there's a spanner wrench here. That's for disassembly of the receiver. But they really made a nice universal wrench. This is an early pattern, and you can see the step in the side of it. I have a friend of mine, he has 3 different patterns of this wrench, including one that is just flat. Laser, it looks like it was laser cut, but it's, you know, way before that technology. But it's just a big flat piece of steel. Considerably weaker circle wrench at the end of it because of that. And this, lined with lovely asbestos, is for picking up hot barrels. When you grab it like this, push it down onto a barrel, then when you lift, the weight will actually hold this closed. Large chisel for knocking bits and pieces loose on the gun. Very nice squarely cut, not a sharp chisel, but nice squarely cut front end on it. And that is the contents of the S-Caston. Now we're going to move on to the R-Caston, which has all the equipment for oiling and lubricating the gun. One of these is for solvent, one of these is for oil, usually. But because this is for a flak Veerling setup, it has 2 oil canisters in it. This, nice Bakelite grease pot. It's funny that it's kind of similar to the Fetcan that the soldiers carried in their bread bags. It also contained grease. This is a nice Bakelite oiler similar to the one in the MG34. Not MG34, but the M34 cleaning kit. You pull this back, it releases oil right around that screw. And that's how you would spread lubricant in very precise places on the firearm. As I said earlier, and also 2 oil cans. These are the same size oil cans you'll see neatly fitted inside of a regular 8mm ammunition can, or either belted or clip-fed or clipped ammunition for the 98K. But that brings us to the end of our tour of the tools needed to maintain Flak 38 in operating condition. Now you may ask yourself, where did all this German equipment come from in such perfect condition? And the answer to that is Portugal. During the war, Germany sold couple hundred single gun Flak 38s to the Portuguese Air Force. Some were used at the time, some were held and reserved, most never touched. In the 1980s and 1990s, all of this surplus material was sold off. Some of it is complete sets, some of it is individual boxes and pieces. But that's where all of these Flak 3840 sights, toolkits, and even flak guns in such perfect condition come from. Hello Flak Pack, it's Sunday night. You know what that means. The newest video has been uploaded to the Flak Pack YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the channel, and give us feedback on the video and let us know what you think of it.